Hey everybody, this is Kevin Kemp with Kemp Outside. We're your inside source for all things outside. Today I'm going to start a video series, a how-to video series for you parents that want to take your kids fishing, but maybe you don't know how, maybe you've never been fishing before, or if you have, you didn't learn any of the skills that you might need. So today I'm going to teach you how to tie a hook onto fishing line. We're going to use a very simple knot called the Improved Clinch Knot, and I'm going to show you how to do it so that you will be an expert when you're out there with your son or daughter, or your niece or nephew or a friend's kid or whatever, and you need to tie a hook on the fishing line. So before I get started, I just want to ask, please hit that subscribe button if you like what you see, and definitely share this video with other people who have talked about wanting to take their kid fishing but don't know how. There are many lakes and rivers and streams and even the ocean available to folks all across the U.S. Right there in your hometown. There are places to go fishing, whether it's in a lake in your backyard or even on a fishing pier like here in Florida. So go out there, take the kid fishing. It's a really cool thing to watch your kids learn a new skill, learn an outdoor skill. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get set up to show you how to tie an improved clinch knot. Thanks for watching. Okay, so for this, I'm going to use a really large hook and some paracord instead of a small hook and fishing line because I want you to be able to see what we're doing here. So a few things before I get started. The paracord is not going to cinch down as easily as fishing line would, so just keep that in mind when you see me do it. So the first thing we're going to do is slide the line into the eye of the hook, and you want to give yourself plenty of cord, or plenty of fishing line in your case. So let me just get that, there we go. So I'm going to give myself lots of space on the tag end. I don't need, maybe 6 inches or so. Fishing line is cheap, especially if you're using monofilament. So, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take the hook and you're going to twist it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I do 5 twists. Okay. Now, see that little hole right there? You're going to take the tag end, which is this end, okay, and you're going to slide it through right like that. Okay. Now, what you're going to then do is take that tag end and put it back through the loop. Right like that, you see? So it's going to look like that, okay? And then you're going to hold the tag end as you pull the line. And like I said, this paracord is not going to cinch as well as fishing line will. And sometimes what I'll do to help myself is I'll put this little tag end through the, I'll put it in my teeth to pull, because you're pulling on the hook, you're pulling on the line, and you're pulling on the tag end at the same time to get that knot to cinch down. And when you're done, let's see if I can get it. When you're done, it's going to look just about like that. Okay? And this tag end right here, you're going to clip off. You can use scissors. You can trim it with a knife. What I like to use, especially when I'm fishing in fresh water, I like to carry a little toenail clippers with me. Toenail clippers are excellent clippers for fishing line, and oftentimes if you're going to retie a lot, if you're losing hooks, or let's say you're switching back and forth between different types of bait, And so you're going to tie different lures, or you're going to tie jig heads, or different sizes hooks, or those kind of things. You're going to retie over and over again. I take a pair of toenail clippers and I put them on a string and I just hang it around my neck so it's easy to grab when I need it. But anyway, I'm not going to clip it because this is my paracord, but I would clip that, and then there you go. You have a nice strong knot that you can use to tie your hook onto your fishing line. So that is the improved clinch knot. So the improved clinch knot is used to tie hooks on. You can also tie snap swivels, which are a type of terminal tackle that people use to connect multiple, like if you want to change out different lures or different types of fishing gear. Oftentimes snaps or snap swivels will be used. You can use this knot to tie those. You can use this knot for, like I said, all of your different types of hooks, whether you're using just a regular bait hook, or you're using a weedless hook, which we're going to go over in a future video, how to rig a weedless worm, or if you want to tie on jig heads or spinner baits, or lots of different types of lures. You can use that knot with tying swim baits or crankbaits, different types of lures and those kind of things. And I'm just thinking now that I should probably do a video on the different types of lures, so that you guys know what all these things are that I'm talking about. So look for that in a future video. But this is a great knot for starting off. Maybe you're going to go down to the pond with a fishing rod, and you're going to tie a hook on like this, and you're going to maybe put little balls of bread on to catch bluegill. Kids love that. It's a ton of fun. Or if you're going to use a hook with a weedless worm or like an artificial bait, that kind of thing, this knot is great for that. So practice makes perfect. You're not going to get it right the first time, so definitely practice a few times in your house before you go fishing. That way you're not frustrated out on the water that you can't get the knot right. Knots are very important. If you don't get the knot right and you hook into that fish, chances are your knot will fail and you'll lose that fish, which is always a bummer. And you always seem to lose it on that big fish. So they say that a fish grows the most in the time that it takes from the moment it's lost to the story is told. So with that, go out and try the improved clinch knot. Use it. It's a great knot. And if you do, put your catches in the comments. I'd love to hear your fishing stories, and tell me about how you're doing out there fishing. So this has been Kemp Outside. We'll see you next time.